Hey, this is Tyler with TJX Survival. I've got an interesting product that I want to show you. Basically, it is from TI Survival, TI Survival as in titanium survival. It is the fire piston and the survival straw. So, stay tuned. So, a fire piston you all have seen before, but a survival straw is something a lot of people don't know very much about or see the value of. I initially was like, survival straw, what do I care about a straw? But once you learn how to use them, they work great in a bunch of different environments. This straw specifically has a 90-degree angle, which he will sharpen if you want. I'm sorry, 45-degree angle, which he will sharpen if you want, which gives you the ability to pound that thing inside of a coconut and get water out of it, which is really nice if you don't want to be husking coconuts and stuff. Another really good thing in the desert is you can get into little crevices of water after rains and so forth, and the only way you can get it out is to get a straw down there and slurp it out. So it's a good survival situation there. But the thing that I use this for all the time is when you're dealing with a smoky fire that's just about dead. You want to restructure it a little bit and then help it to grow. And if you just blow on this thing, you're just going to get a face full of smoke. But when you've got a little straw, you can get right down and hyper focus all the oxygen into one area, and it will build your fire back up. Also, as I blow slightly, because it's a straw, it compresses and I can get a much longer breath, and that helps to fire the fire up much better. If I can find out where it's centered at here. And you can see I'm already getting flame off of that. Well, I can keep my face down low and out of the smoke. So that's the fire straw. So with the fire piston, you take this much heat, you put it all in a small area essentially, and that causes your combustion. Now the bigger the fire piston chamber, the more you're going to want to pause. With a little one, it's like hit, pause, pull. You got to get the feel of it. Once you get the feel of your particular piston, you can be really, really predictive with it. But until you get the feel of it, it's a little bit of a pain in the butt. You might have to thump it a couple times. So what I'm going to do is take my char cloth paper here. You only need like a pinch of it, really. And I've got my nesting material here so I can transfer it to the nest when I'm ready. And this is a fairly large, well, I'm dropping in it, fairly large piece of char cloth in the holder here. If I roll it, it tends to stick really easily. If I don't roll it, it doesn't want to stay. But if it doesn't stay, you're going to have it in the bottom of your piston, and that does you no good. So there's 2 or 3 ways you can lubricate your piston. A lot of people will use Vaseline, which I like the best. But if you don't have that, just lick it and spin it right around like that, and then it will work. Now with this guy, and there we go. Hit, pause, pull. Once you've got your ember, you're going to drop that into some char cloth. Make this guy work here. Okay. And this is nice because I can spin it around and just drop it back in. And once I've got my nesting material here, and this is the cambium layer of a cottonwood tree, because I know I always get that question, what is the nesting material you're using? So now all I have to do is let this heat up, see if we can transfer it to the nest. The way you do this nest is, imagine that you've got a baby squirrel. You want it so tight, you don't want it so tight that you kill the squirrel, and you don't want it so loose that it gets away. So that's kind of the way that I remember how to ignite my nest. And I have small smoke. As I get more smoke, I blow harder. So it's like a train. I slowly speed it up, speed up, speed up until I get ignition. There's my ignition. Woo! All right, that has been a short video on the titanium TI survival straw and the fire piston. Try to keep them out of the snow. If you're interested in these, I've got them down in the comment sections. If you have any questions about this, please leave your comments below. Thank you to my cameraman,
whose eyes are watering because sitting in your smoke bath.
All right, so tell them about your channel real quick.
Living Survival, go check it out.
Hi, Jim Noka, American Knife, check it out.
Yep, and I'll have some of their stuff on my channel as well. Thank you for watching T-Jack Survival.